So what I do every day is basically I do two things. One is I revise the most important vocabulary in Thai with Vocabooster Thai. And the second thing that I do every day is I have a class, an online class, 1 hour, speaking practice Thai. Now, in this video today, I would like to go a little bit further into detail so that you can exactly see what I do during my core study time, as they call it. So every day I revise the most important vocabulary in Thai on Anki. Anki is this application here. And I use Vocabooster Thai for that. So this is an Anki deck with the most important vocabulary in Thai in example sentences. What it means is that we cover all the basic words and expressions in this Anki deck. And you can think about words and basic greetings like hello, goodbye, thank you, you're welcome. The words like I, you, not, also verbs to speak, can, to have, words like but, this, that, you know, all words of that, all the words that you really need in your first conversation. So, like for example, here you can see that the word that I'm studying is to have to go, and the example sentence the example sentence is I have to go to work now. So I try to translate this into Thai. I try to translate the whole phrase. It's okay to learn only the word if you're a beginner. Well, I still consider myself as a beginner, but I think it's always better to try to remember the whole phrase so that you can actually make sure that you can also make use of the words that you're learning. So, ผมต้องไปทำงานตอนนี้ or you put ตอนนี้ in the beginning. Yeah, that's what I do here. ต้องไปตอนนี้ผมต้องไปทำงาน. And then here I said this word. I think I had it correct. Although it was a little bit different, but I think I can also put it in the end as I did. So I will mark this as correct, and then it will let me revise this flashcard in 7 days. Can I do it like this? I think it's Bep Nan. Can I do it like this? Pom. Okay. Pom Ngan. No. Pom Tham Bep Nan. Dai Mai. Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course, it's Bep Ni. Like Bep Nan, what I said is like that. So I'm wrong here. In this case, I push here this red button, and then it will let me revise the card again in 10 minutes. So you can try it again in 10 minutes. And then, of course, I take online language classes, and most of the time I do that on this website, italki.com, so you can find language teachers here. And then, of course, it's very important that you actually use your time with your teachers well. What I always tend to do is I always try to speak as much as possible. I can learn words by myself, I don't need a teacher for that, but actually speaking the language, I can only do that with a good teacher. Well, of course, I can also talk to myself. It's a little bit boring. Some people do that as well, and I guess it helps. But I always prefer to talk to a teacher. I get instant feedback. It's fun. They help me with my pronunciation as well. So I think the time that you spend with your teacher, you should be speaking as much as possible. So I always ask my teachers to ask me many questions. In order to keep the conversation going. The questions, what they ask me is not important, and I might not always have good answers or interesting answers, an interesting thing to tell, but I just make stories up. The main point is not here that what I'm saying is all true, what I'm telling my teachers, but I find the most important that I'm just speaking and trying to use new words. Oh yeah, if there are words that I don't know, I just use the English words. So let's say I want to go to the airport. I don't know how to say airport. In Thai I would say ผมอยากไป airport. I think it's Sanang Bin in Thai, but in case I don't know the word, I just use the English words. And then I always ask my teachers to write down the words in an Excel spreadsheet so that I can see the word. And if I hear and see the word, then I try to then it's easier for me to memorize the word. So here you can see an overview of the words that I've learned in my language classes. So this is Thai, and this is the romanization and the English translation. As you see, I haven't added the translations everywhere yet. So what I do is I revise these words after my classes. And then I focus actually on the most important words, like words like to show, I think is pretty useful, or to record a video. as I'm doing that right now. So yeah, it's always also pretty easy to remember at video. So I just focus on the most important words. Like here, novel is a word I wouldn't necessarily use very often, so I might just forget this one.